How's it looking out there, everybody? Hey guys, it's Paint with Josh. We're back in the studio with you again today. And we're having a good time already. So, thank you for all the shares and everything. You can see what we've done to our little 16 by 20 inch canvas. All this stuff was all acrylic that I was messing around with the other day. Just kind of drawing and sketching with my acrylic and my little fan brush and made all these little shapes. Now we've covered it in our Bob Ross liquid clear, then our phthalo blue, Indian yellow, and then our phthalo blue and sap green and phthalo green all kind of mixed in all around itself. All we have to do is go over our paint, light up what we want to see, hide what we don't want to see, and then we'll be all set. Ready? So let's get into our white right now here, and you can tell I've already got the blue in the sky because of our bluey little moon back there. So what if we popped up this whole enormous little, just like a puff, boom, and then we're gonna take it back in here. Get real slow, or real thin back behind the moon back there. Gorgeous, look at that blue, soft little cloud in the night. We can come up here and we can start to mix it down. And it's gonna wanna grow based on how much paint is up there, right? How much pressure we're pushing on it. It's gonna make the paint want to extend out and get longer and longer and longer, grow further away from where we are. That was my old maul stick. Sliding down, and no matter how far we drag that paint around, right, it'll eventually get darker and darker and darker, depending on how much you put up there. Now, let's get a little different brush, and we're gonna pop a little color right into our lighthouse, which you can see has that yellow around it. So it'll just be gorgeously, just, right? Come in here, take that little bit, and just blend it out a little bit more, right? The more that we blend it outwards, you cast like a little aura around your lighthouse, right? And then we can come back in and blast in that bit again, bang, right there. Go back very lightly over it this time, and that way you'll have your super bright light of your lighthouse out in the night. Woo, baby, I like that. All right, let's take a little bit of that light, and we'll come down off of his back roof ski. You're gonna have a little reflection of that light off of your roof, I would think, right? We know his little house sits about there. Pretty cool little thing to me. Just a little guy, very lightly, very lightly, very lightly filling it in, right? Don't need to have a whole bunch of everything. You just gotta have a little bit of something. A little bit of some sort of something out there. Remember, you have one light side of your lighthouse and a darker side, so don't try to go too close and bring the lights too close together, right? You bring them too close together, then we're gonna have an issue out there, guys. Now, let's switch back to our little brush that had the blue on it. And let's throw our water in way off in the distance at least. Just a little bit of white on the brush. We know we've got our little lip. Just a little soft little thing out there. And the more paint that we add, the brighter it's gonna be. So you get to decide what you wanna cover over. What do you wanna let shine through, right? You got our little bit of our water back in the saddle back there. We know we're gonna have our one stripe of a guy right here. Right, that guy's gonna curl up and crawl over and fall over our wave, but we're gonna have another guy come in as well. So let's not get too crazy back in here. Slide this guy backwards. Very lightly, very lightly, very lightly. Same exact things that we do all the time, right? Every time we do one of these things, we do the same things over and over again to pound them into your brain that this is how it's gotta be done, right? Now, let's get back here. We'll switch these little brushes. And I want to take some faraway grass on my little lighthouse out here in the distance. Remember, guys, you can find more paintings like this one on PaintWithJosh.com if you but head over there and check it out, right? All you got to do, just head to PaintWithJosh.com, give it a little checkout over there. Bang, bang, boom. Little grass off in the distance, maybe, just perhaps, in my mind anyway, I can see a bit of brownery, some rock, some exposed rock up there. All right, so we'll mix our brown and our yellow ochre together, mix that guy up, pull it down. Let's add a little bit of something out here. Maybe drag it down kind of through our grass, leaving some darkness, because you don't have to overfill everything, right? You want some areas light and some areas you gotta have some shadows in back there. And if you do end up covering all your shadows, it's okay. You can go back in with your darkness and add them in, right? Just to have it be a little bit different. Little differences in the night. That's all we ever look for out here, right? Little bits of rock, little different things. We can take our grass and dab it up into there again. Trying to leave a very dark separator down around the base of the water, right? In between the water and your grass. You don't want those two light colors to touch. Maybe our lighthouse just had a bit way out there. Just a little touch of our, ooh, there it is, that bright grass. Oh, baby, that's gorgeous. Somebody, that is gorgeous right there. Ooh, Nelly. Man, I like it already. Okay, now let's get back over here. Let's take some of that same brown color that we've been working on, right? And our darkness, and let's kind of create what we want our rocky face to look like. Now, initially, I want our one rocky section a little bit further than our other rocky section. That's all going to depend on our highlights, right? Not necessarily how we're going to lay it down, but the highlights. Let's go back and cover over this bit that's sticking out there at the end. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's a bit of rock that all this water gets crashed up against. Now we're going to go over it with our lighter brown color, same kind of brown that's back there, and just let it work down and work down. Lighter on the edge, darker as it gets back towards us, right? Not everything gets to be super bright all the time. We'll touch out on its corner, working back to the darkness. And we'll go back to our darker color. We'll come in, cover up all that light, because we don't need to see it. It was just out there as a guideline for my brain, so I didn't forget where we were going. I find that works a lot better if I can sketch out the painting and have it look how I want it to look prior to going in. Then it makes it a little easier on old Paint with Josh's brain, especially after doing so many paintings, right? Like a lot of times if I'm just going in blind with no idea, then it'll either end up looking exactly like another painting or too much like some other paintings. And so we might have to just start sketching them out just to keep myself sane. A little bit more of this black color, mushing it on to our rocks down here. We don't need to go all the way down, right? But just mushing it on. That way we're covering up all of those white bits of acrylic paint, like this stuff down here. Right? Go back over it with our brown. Take this guy. We're going to leave a little space in between, though. Right? If we leave a little space, it might look like there's another little section of rock. We can even do it up here, too. Take it down like that, leaving a little dark space back in there. You're never going to see every single piece of every single scene, no matter if it's a seascape or a nighttime scene, a light scene, a daytime scene, whatever, right? You're never going to see it all. So, once you get that through your skull and realize that you don't have to light up every single place, and you can just cover over little bits, doesn't it make it so much easier? Doesn't it? Get you guys a little closer. Doesn't it make it just that much easier if we don't have to cover up so much stuff, right? Isn't that easy? You're like, oh, you mean I don't have to do it? Oh, perfect. That's the kind of painting I want to do. All right, let's come up here, grab some of our white, and get back into our ocean, our watery pasture. Let's see, we came up like this, right? But that's just our initial little flick. Then we can start rocking down, and this guy, the more he goes this way, right, the taller you got to come up. Now we're going to turn on this guy like this. Bang, real high up into our crashing little rock and make our little heart shape of a wave, just like that. It's going to hit and go, oh, look at all that craziness is already splashing against the rock. Drop a little color for my eye. Don't need the eye to get too big. Nothing too crazy, baby. Just a little bit. There we go, right? A little bit. Remember, we got to come in with our crashing, spraying water anyway. To eventually hit down here. And I'll light up these little spots. Bing, bang, boom. Start sliding up. Now this guy, we know we're going to go back up into his little barrel back in there, right? But this our other friend over here has already done crashed. Because he's been crashing and flowing over the edge of this guy, which we can then give a little shape to his wave. Bang, right? Rolling over the side, crashing down. And we might not see all of this paint, we might not even see the majority of it, right? As it's rolling down in there and falling over. So, let's get to our plaque mix that we've had back in here, whatever you got left. Let's get it on the brush. And we're going to come underneath our little guy and start creating our crashing, spraying water. All right, it starts coming down and mushing and hitting and just all over our rock face, which is why we don't have to paint the whole thing, right? Just paint a little bit of your rock. You don't need the whole guy out there. Boom, 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 boom. Very lightly. Rolling over. Helps our water make it look just a whole lot more rounded, right? Now, we're going to need to do the same thing, but with our little guy here. So as we're rocking and cutting through all that color, right? Smash through. Get a little bit of spray on this guy. As he's falling down, rolling in, right? Very cool. Now we can know where our land is going to, where our wave's going to hit. So we can start rolling back as our little guy is flinging up that way. Little guys, little guys, little things. Little things, little things, guys. Look at that. Woo! Baby! I like it. I like that. We need a little eye over here. Nothing too crazy. Just a little baby eye. Just a baby eye. Aye, Captain. Just a little baby one. There we go. Rolling into the night. Now we got to switch back to our other brush. Go to our liquid white. And let's come up here into our titanium white. The liquid white's going to make it a little bit easier to come off of your brush. It'll attach itself on a little bit better. Say we had our guy starting from right there. So we're going to turn our brush and start to smack up against it. Not really trying to touch the whole bit of water, right? Or the whole covering up all of our little shadows. When we get down here and we start to, right? Just everywhere. Wherever you want it to be. It's all over the place. Just hitting, smashing, crashing down. Boom! Hit that one spot. Pow! Just like that. Right now, even though we've just smashed on all this white paint into that area over there, what if we left? Right? What if we left over there saying like, hello, we're still here. All these little, what do we call them? I almost went around the back of the camera. It's around the front of the camera this time, Josh. Remember, guys, I got way more paintings just like this over in my my online store, PaintWithJosh.com. Right? What have we left? We've left all these little dark separators in here. Because when we start to mix up this paint with the extra liquid white, super wet and watery, right? It's going to want to grow a lot more being wet and watery. It's going to want to take over places. So we got to really judge our pressure. Mix it up, leave some light areas, some dark areas, because we have to go back and do it again. Guys, right? We come back in here, back into our liquid white and our titanium white, just like this. Put it up above the comments, there we go. We come back, start rolling over again. All right, and even though we've just done it again, and sprayed on all these little white bits, what have we left in between? Anybody know? Our little dark separators. 100%, guys. And that way, as we start to mix down even lighter this time, and not even touching every place the same, and that way it'll look different. It's hitting, it's going all over the place, right? If you can, very lightly on those guys. Just so light, right? You don't have to, but if you can get your brush in there without touching too much of an area. Right, come over here into our liquid white again. And the titanium white. Maybe we'll start tapping along the edge of our little guy like he's going to start dropping off all these little bits. And then we just start right along the top of those shadowy crashers. Right, all these little things hitting, launching, wherever they want to be. But again, leaving those little dark spaces in between, so we can come back and start to mix it up, right? Wave crashing on a wave is a tough thing to do, right? But you can do it. Not every wave's gonna look exactly the same, right? You can do it. You can have them double break. Double breaker at Breaker's Lighthouse Breaking Bay of Breaking Breakers. Let's come over here again. Start tapping and splashing. Right? You want it to go up a little bit higher. It's rocking, right? Forget about everything else. We don't have to worry about the other way, the other bit of our crashing, rolling guy, because he's already in the background compared to this guy's a little closer to us, right? Come in very lightly again for the second time. Not every place is going to be exactly the same. Oh, baby. I like that, as they say. Guys. I can hear it. I can literally hear it. Now, let's come down to our next little section. All right, take a bit of our unaltered titanium white. It's kind of thicker than usual, right? Come out here, start dragging back from the edge of our little guy, right? We get to decide what our guy's shape looks like. But all we're doing is dragging it straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, right? Leaving a little dark separator. Again, depends on how big you want yours to be, but it has to be there, okay? You can't have it not be there. Now, how streaky or sharp do you want your little things to roll out? That's all up to us. Personal pref, right? Always a personal pref. Now, let's go back in, see if we can't take these guys. I guess if we pull them down just like so, right, we'll get a little bit of our beachy color in there, but it's not as bright as usual, which I kind of like, in fact. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get out here. Get a little bit of our liquid white onto the brush, start running it through, our knife, excuse me. Start running it through. We're going to stay out on the edge of this guy now, right? We've provided his under shadowy bits. All we got to do is drop some little bit of white on the top. Little streaky poos. They go from here and there and everywhere, right? Our little bits of foamy goodness on top of the water. They can be in random spots. They don't all have to go the same way, but they do have to flow along with your wave, right? So if it does start curling up, you better curl that sucker up or it's going to look funny. It's going to look funny out there. Little specks, little things, little doers, little bits, little here, little there as we come down. Oh, you guys, I love it. Man, is that not fantastic? God, I love my job. Isn't my job the best? I literally have the best job. Come out here, teach you guys how to paint, have a lot of fun in the meantime. Man, is it not the best? Only works when people buy the paintings, though. Right? Like, I don't have a job if nobody buys the paintings. So head over to PaintWithJosh.com. Keep me in business, guys. Over there, over here. Boom! Look at that. That is fabutastic. I love this spot down here, too. Now, let's get into the spray. All the wonderful, gorgeous sprays of all of our waves crashing down. Just very softly with our brush, getting over all that texture. Ooh, 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 ooh. Baby, that's a lot of texture. Oh, yes. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Get those guys a little bit sharper. Just a little sharper, maybe come out a little further and a little knot. All up to us. The us's, right? You can decide when your painting is done, whether or not you want more water, less weight, more sand, this, that, and the other. All up to you guys. Shoo, guys. Now, Cosmic. I'm going to do something to your painting. I really want to do like a big, just like a log. You know what I mean? I was going to do it the other day. I was going to put that massive log in. I think with these things, if there's a big chunk of wood, like driftwood right here in the front, right? Ooh, on a log. Copy it. All right, she gave us the go-ahead, you guys. Uh-oh, Spadudios. Okay, here we go. We need to mix up some of our PaintWithJosh Brush. Right, so what three colors make up PaintWithJosh Brush? You have to know, if you're going to paint with Josh, you have to know the answer. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let me know, because we're going to need a lot of it. My goodness. We might as well toss some of our Van Dyke Brown in there as well, just for a thickening agent to its body. Its bodice has to be very thick. So, boom. Right, what are those three colors that we put out there? Blue, black, and crimson. You guys already know, man. You already knows. Okay, now, I love the shadowing. It's like very slight, but there is a shadow under there. Very light. Remember, guys, you can get more if you go to PaintWithJosh.com. Now, if we were gonna have, God, this one looks so nice. Are you sure you want to do it to this one, Josh? Are you just so sure that you want to do it to this one? Right? Maybe, just in my brain, maybe I don't. But we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna have a good old time. As long as you guys share this thing. If we get to 100 shares, I'll put this big tree in, right? That's all we need, just 100 shares. I don't ask for a lot. This is pitiful, by the way, the amount of taps on the screen. It breaks my heart, you guys. Honestly, it breaks my heart, the amount of taps that you guys have given me on the screen. Do you not like me? Is this not fun? Are you not having a good time? You think I don't pay attention to the taps? Of course we do. Okay, let's see. Let's get in here. If we come down, we're going to end up lighting up all of that stuff. So you know what we're going to do? In order to not have our paint turn so dark, why don't we draw out what we want it to look like by removing it with a bit of paper towel, right? So I know I'm going to have these waves. They're going to be crashing onto, or at least a chunk of, it's going to have to come up to there for real. We didn't need to do any of this, honestly. All of that, right? That gorgeous spot. Do we take it away? Or do we leave it there, guys? What do we do? Do we take it away or do we leave it? Because in order to put the log in, you have to cover over some of the lip, right? So, unless I dropped it in this way, I'd smack it into the water. Or like in between the two, zap, right in between the two bits. Let's give me an idea now. What if we do that? Cosmic, can I try? Can I test that? Can I try something out? Put the fucking water, right? That's gonna be big. Come down here. Right, and the water's already hit it, swallowed the tip of it, and it's like eating it up. Absolutely, she says. All right, let's do it. If we're gonna have it literally pop out of this spot, I'm gonna want to remove this stuff right here. Just in this section, you can even see me drawing it out where my log is gonna live and protrude into the painting. Okay, anything beyond that, I don't want any white color ruining the darkness of my logs. We'll see what we can do. We'll see. Right, let's just say we had that, just an enormous, we'll put a big old branch off the top right there, but just an enormous thing. Just right through. Right into it. Just, you know what I mean? Just a chunk of just rivery, barky, just barky tree trunkery as we get into there. Now, I don't want to do too much darkness into the gray. I want it to make it look like it's being swallowed up and chewed over and then brushed over, and get some of this color to just swallow it up. You see what I mean? Literally swallow it up. Now, what if we got some of this guy? Maybe he's a bit wider as it gets towards us. All right, big old monster of a branch. Dude, we can do other branches off the top. Come cave. It's like it's crashing onto a stack of logs. Dude. All right, let's start throwing off some branches off of this guy first, and then we'll see where we get. All right, first things first, we need our OMS. What does OMS stand for, guys? What does it stand for? It's an acronym, as they say. What does it stand for? OMS. Anybody out there know? Yes, the Oregon coast for sure. Right? What if we came up with these branches? They're just about to get swallowed by this wave and a half. Another branch in here. Bink! Literally about to get crushed. And that reminds me, too, we can give it a few little bits of, like, wavy detail in the eye. The eye coming down. Aye, aye, Captain. All right, pop off of this guy. through the light colors, right? The light areas. If we don't go through too many light areas, we're not going to see our branches. And that is the truth. This dude, bonk, right into the sand. Maybe it's laying on the ground. Maybe it's got an arm that pops up. Maybe it's got another one. Bink! Just a little flick, right? Where do you want your pieces to be? Just like that. Oh, baby. Oh, that looks like a tree that fell over, let me tell you. Does it not look like a tree done falleth from here? Just straight, boonk, right into the ocean? Right? Anybody? Or am I the crazy one? Bink. Now, anywhere out here, you can go so fine on your little lines and details of all your branches and such, because you have all that light color to bounce it off of. Right? If you don't have any light color out there, you're gonna have a hard time, dude. Bink. Much bigger branch on this guy. Ooh, Nelly. I like him. Zip off the side. Over here. Over there. Bing, bang, boom. Where is it gonna go, you guys? Little flick. Little dink. Little dunk. Little dink. Look at how many little branches and things we can put into this little guy. Amazing. Zip. Zap. Zoop. Shwow. And shapoopy. Oh, didn't I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you, Mr. You should leave it out? I can't remember who said that. But didn't I tell you that it was going to look freaking awesome? Didn't I just completely say that? Because I remember myself saying that. Bink. Oh, man. That is fan-stinkin-tastic, let me tell you. You always come up with the good ideas when the pineapples meet the rose. That's going to be the new shirt. When the pineapples meet the rose. That's when Josh is doing all of his thinking, man. Dudeettes. Dudeza. Oh, you know what? Let's put some... Yes, okay, check this out. Check this out. Cosmic, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Should we not have put it in? You're like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Right? What do you think? What do you think? We can get a little bit more of our brown and our yellow. Pop it down here. I love it, she says. She loves it, you guys. Let's get a lot of our textury brownish paint, right? We're gonna start tapping it in little lines, okay? Tapping down the lines, right? Each line's got a little bit, it has to become a little bit further away from itself. So say you were gonna do it like this, right? As it gets closer, they start closer together, they end further apart. We don't wanna do the whole log, right? We just wanna do a couple little bits. Start tapping it down, leaving little spaces in between. Not everything is gonna be as bright or as seen. Then we gotta have that dark underside of it too, right? So we can take our plaque mix and do the same thing with our plaque that we just did with our trunk throughout the whole tree if you wanted to, right? Say you wanted a couple little darker areas here and there, a couple little pits, a little bit of excess shadowing, some sinkaging of our crazy tree, right? That way it's not all the same. Just gorgeous-mundo, you guys. Gorgeous mundos. Fabulous. Look at that thing. Oh, baby. Just getting swallowed up. The whole tip of it's probably way the heck back there inside the waves, don't you think? Just don't you think? My goodness. What does that say? Oh, okay. All right. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Now, can we get one more branch? One more little guy. Try to show you one thing, if it's possible. If not, then we might be out of luck, right? And you're never going to know the difference. So you come out of the tree like this, but we have to have our brown paint down first to make it look right? It's one of the hardest things to do is make something look like it's coming out at you. And may never even be seen, right? You may never notice it over a million little years. And don't forget about all the little branches and stuff that come out of this guy that don't grow very far, right? They pop out, but they don't get to grow very good. Look at that log. Man, I just took a log. That is a painted and a half log, you guys. My goodness of a log. I just can't tell. What is going on? My phone is like just constant. It's either my phone, my watch. There's always some sort of notification going on. I don't know which ones I'm supposed to pay attention to, which ones I'm supposed to forget about. Man, you guys. Look at this thing. A little bit of our mistiness around the edge. Oh, you guys. I like it. That is a log. That's a log, man. Somebody call Kenny Loggins, because it looks like we just found his log right over here, you guys. Bink. I'll crack out one more little bugger. Crisscross back in there. That's a log. Somebody hit up Kenny Loggins. Tell him we're in the danger zone right here. We're in the danger zone, the splash zone down here, guys. So, I'm an idiot. I know. You don't have to tell me, dude. Caw-caw! Little baby birdies. Out in the night, trying to find that land, man. Dude, I dig it so much. I like it so much that I'm going to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is an amazing idea. This idea, I mean, how can you get more depth in a seascape? Right? Chuck in a big fucking giant tree. Did I just say the F word? I'm so sorry. I apologize. I do not swear. Paint with Josh is very wholesome, and I do not swear. So I don't know where you heard that, because it didn't come out of my mouth. It's very once in a blue moon that that you'll hear Paint with Josh swear on camera. Now, if you're around me in my normal day-to-day life, I swear like a sailor, right? But on camera, we try not to, because there could be kids watching. Lots of kids watch with their grandparents or their parents. And some kids watch on their own, which is awesome, right? I'm like I'm their Bob Ross, man. Hey, blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. No? Nobody? You guys are mean, man. You'd know it if I went ba 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 dang 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 dong ding blue moon 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 dip 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 dip. I want to do a video to that song, right? And when it goes dip 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 dip, when it dip 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 in my paint, I think it's going to be the very. Oh yeah, I can sing, Marley. Hey girl. Hey now. I've got so many hidden talents. And I can never keep my hair in my Whoa! Whoa! It's like a rhinoceros horn. I'm going the wrong direction. There we go. Perfect. It's just perfect. Perfect. All right, you guys. I need to put out a Christmas album. Would anybody want Christmas tunes by Paint with Josh? That would be funny. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. We could do it, dude. We could totally do it. Put out a Christmas album. He's the singing painter 'cause he's ugly. He doesn't have the looks. So he's gotta be talented. And I don't know, it's off the top of my head. Come on. Give me a break. When you're not cute, you have to work harder. And that is rule number 1 of humanity. If you are not cute, you better have a skill. I'm telling you right now. Humming through the night. Right between your art. Not heart. Art. No? Christmas with the Cranks. Let's make a movie, baby. It's like Christmas with the Cranks 2. Oh, I love it. All right. Now I got Michael Bublé stuck in my head. Thanks, guys. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the painting that will be on your own front door. Dude, we could do a parody of that about buying Paint with Josh paintings and getting them delivered to your own front door before Christmas as Joshua Bublé. It would be awesome. We could do that. All I gotta do is come up with some words, write the lyrics, and then Joshua Bublé might sing you to sleep every night. Yeah. He paints like Bob Ross. He sounds like the Joker. He sings like Michael Bublé. Talks like Deadpool. I don't know. Who is this guy? He's mildly handsome and really, really funny. Introducing Paint with Josh Bublé. All right. You guys. Okay. We got the palette all cleaned up. Well, not the palette, but the area. Got the area all cleaned up. Got the palette all cleaned up next. Now, you guys have to come up with a title for Cosmic's painting, man. Dude, did you think that it was going to look like this when we started? Because I didn't. I sure as heck didn't. I love this little, like, flat top. Little bluffery. Across the distance. Across the bay. There's a little lighthouse. Way over there. I love it, she says, with crying eyes. I like that. Crying happy eye emoji love. That's the best kind of love. Oh my God. All right. You guys, you've been a fantastic crowd. Now it's time for me to go do the thing where you know, relax. That thing you do, starring Bachman Todd. All right. What are we going to title this painting, you guys? What would you name? Evil J. Evil J. So, Lucas, you can't have this one, right? But you can go over and purchase other paintings from my store. I've got tons and tons and tons. We're going to be doing a lot more fallen log, crashing breakers onto stuff. And I am going to do this painting, right? This log just turns sideways right here with the water literally crashing onto the wood. That's my next goal. I do love the colors in this one too. It's fantastic. Okay, what is that? Fallen Nights. Hey now, everybody. We'll put them. Oh, I'm gonna throw some stars in the top too. I almost forgot to do that. The top always looks a little bit empty until you add those stars, right? Now, you don't want to do your stars first because if you try to add clouds after you have your stars, it doesn't work, man. You don't want to do that. What are we calling it? Fallen Flights. Okay, I guess. Whatever. All right. Fallen Flights. Oh my God, that hurt my brain. There we go. Dude, think of the most, I'm so dyslexic, okay? It's really, really, really bad. Think of the worst possible way to write the letter G, right? Because normally you would go like this and then down, right? That is not. I started at the bottom, went up, went around, and then finished the little thing. No one does that. Why do I write like this? I don't know why my brain works as such. All right, so this one was painted on 8/22 of 2023, the best year in existence right now. And we're all gonna go check out PaintWithJosh.com. Gotta head over there. Now, this one's number 1450. You see, you catch that? I wrote the 4 and then had to squeeze the 1 back in and then wrote 50. Why does not my brain work? That's another example. Another example. I don't know why, you guys. It's crazy. I am crazy. Follow me. All right, look. Did I say 2023? Because, again, that's my dyslexia. I wrote 2024, right? But it's Murphy's Law. I am crazy. Follow me. I would follow you if you will just answer me one question. If you answer me this question, and everybody shut up. If you answer me just this one question, right? I will follow you back. I swear. I'll do it right here on the show. I'll follow you. But all you gotta do is answer me one question. Can you do one question? Right? No, don't say sorry. Don't say sorry. It's fine. I'm super dyslexic sometimes. Answer me this one thing, though. Can you do me one problem? One problem. Yes. Okay, cool. Not a problem. But can you do me this one favor? Have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? Okay? Murphy's Law is this, like a sentence, basically, this dude wrote down a long time ago that says if something's going to happen, it's probably, or if it can happen, it's probably going to happen. And in my case, it's going to happen at the worst possible time, right? So you know Murphy's Law. Have you ever heard of this other law named by this guy named Cole, who also wrote a law, kind of like Murphy's Law, except, bang. Have you ever heard of that guy? Because if you haven't, I can tell you what it is real quick. And I'm going to get ready just automatically because we already hooked, line, and synced. Are we ready? Do you know of this guy named Cole who also wrote a law? I am crazy. Follow me. Iris Molina says no. That's okay. I'll explain it to you. We're just trying to get I am crazy. Okay. No, you don't know Cole's Law. You've never heard of coleslaw? It's like cabbage and mayonnaise and carrots. Some people probably put onions in there. You can get it at KFC or like your local backyard barbecue. It's foul stuff to me. I've never liked the stuff. It's really, really bad. And we just got 2 people at least on Cole's Law, you guys. Yes! So, thank you for playing along. And I get you. Yeah, Cole's Law. You've never heard of it? It's horrible stuff. Stay away from it. I got both of you guys. And, thank you for participating and playing along. If you happen to watch my show in the future and you see me getting someone else, right? Please don't ruin it. That's all we ever ask. Don't ruin the coleslaw bit in the middle of it. It takes a long time to set it up to finally get somebody to... Yeah, KFC's is better than most, but it's still awful. It's still terrible stuff. But it takes a long time to do the setup to get into that joke. So thank you guys for playing along. Thank you everyone else for shutting up and letting it happen, right? A lot of times, too, people go, shh, guys, shh, everyone, shh. And that obviously gives away what we're doing, right? So, love you guys. Love all of you guys. You guys are amazing. It is horrible stuff, isn't it, Melissa? I know. It's like potato salad. There's only one thing worse than potato salad. And that's like lima beans. Barf. All the crap that my mean old stepdad used to make me eat when I was a kid. And it was all for my own good, but it was really bad. It was bad stuff. Have you ever grown up with a person who doesn't know how to put salt on something? Just everything. I'm like, just as soon as I found out, like literally as soon as I could put salt on my own food and not be judged for it, because I was deprived of it as a kid. Like, eat a hamburger with no salt. That's gross. It doesn't taste good. You have to have the salt in the meat for it to taste good, right? Not necessarily like sprinkling salt on a hamburger. That's not what I'm talking about. But you do put salt in the mix, right? Fuck, man. I love the guy, but God, put some salt on something every once in a while. Maybe I would have ate more. So, in any case, love you, Greg. Still love you, buddy. It's my sister's dad. I can't not love him. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I still love him. Still love him. He taught me how to be a person. And he wasn't even my dad. I'm going to start to cry. I got it under control. Under control. Yeah. Never use salt. You have to put salt on stuff. Salt is in everything for a reason. So shit's good. It's good stuff. All right. You guys have been amazing. Oh, did I just do that? Oh no, I got so lucky right there. So lucky. Salt is so good. Oh my God. Even Samwise carried a little tin of salt when he took Frodo to Mordor. Because Sam knows how good salt is. Mm. God, I had Dr. Pepper earlier. Or, Dr. Pepper, Taco Bell earlier. I can't have Dr. Pepper anymore because of its caffeine intake, or its caffeine amount. It just keeps me up all night, right? I only ever want one soda a day. And that soda is at like 9 p.m., maybe 8 p.m., like right now. That's when I really crave a soda bad, right? And so if I have something with caffeine, I'm up until like 3 in the morning. It's like laying in bed going, oh my God. Didn't matter how many times I've nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing puts me to sleep anymore after that caffeine. And I feel like my dad. Again, I love my dad, but he used to go around telling me, sorry, I can't have a sun kiss. It's after 3 p.m. and I just won't be able to get to sleep. I'm like, Dad, you're ridiculous. It's one soda, Dad. It's one soda. And it's like 5 p.m. You can't have a soda? He's so right. He's so right, the bastard. I can't have a soda after like freaking 6. I just stay up. I just up all night. So, no caffeine for this old monkey over here. That's why I switched to root beer. No caffeine. So, not that I could have as many as I want. I mean, I could, technically. I'd just blow up like a root beer balloon. But every once in a while, good old root beer at like 8 o'clock. Love it. So, I love you guys. I'm going to just drink beer. I don't like the taste of beer. I'm a girl. Not a girl. That's okay. I'm a wuss. I'm a weenie. I don't like the taste of beer. I'm not your average man who enjoys beer, right? It doesn't taste good. Nothing about beer is a good taste. I've never had one, actually. Never one single sip of beer that I was like, that's good. Never. This shit's awful. You're drinking a plant. It's like soaked in another plant with some more plant juice. I'm good. So, I love you guys. We signed it. We birded it. Oh, we were going to throw the stars in, weren't we? We're going to throw the old stars in with some barley and hops. Like, that tastes good. The only reason they started drinking that is because the only other thing they had to drink was, like, water that was soiled by a pig. Or pig poo, or, you know. That's the only reason, right? Because they're like, oh, it's either this, or we brew up these two plants and throw it in with some yeast and shit and see what happens. Right? Like, come on. The only reason the beer exists is because somebody got super bored, or they had a job to do and they left it unattended, and then like went back a week later and they're like, oh shit, really messed up, but this stuff gets me drunk. I don't know. Something had to have happened. That's my take on it anyway. Beer is nasty, I agree. Hello from Chile. Thank you for tuning in. So, you guys have been amazing. I love you all. The stars just set it off, don't they? It's just amazing. I like the one lone star down here. Lone Star. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. What movie is that from? Anybody? Extra credit if you get it within the first 10 seconds. Oh, you guys suck. It was 10 seconds. Nobody got that line? Oh, man. You guys need to go watch Spaceballs, okay? Absolutely. This one will eventually be on YouTube, I guess. It's not really a tutorial for YouTube. Like, I already kind of sketched it out in the acrylic. I didn't do that on video, so if I just throw that up, you guys are going to look at it like, how did you get there? Like, you got to tell me how to get there, right? So I don't know that this will be a YouTube one. I could do another one on a blank bare canvas and attempt the same thing. Or I could put, fuck, everything eventually goes up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Eventually, at some point, it'll be downloaded from TikTok. I'll take the clips from it that I want, and then it'll sit for a long time. And then it'll eventually get uploaded to YouTube. That's my goal. It's my process. It's a long process, but it's a process. It's a process. Comb the desert, right? It's perfect. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's got a freaking pig. This is the best movie ever. I love Mel Brooks so much. The dessert. All right, you guys are amazing. I love you. I'm going to get out of here. Unless you guys have any further questions, I'll open up the floor to questions for 20 full seconds and go. Well, that was the fastest 20 seconds known to man. It's been a fun night tonight, guys. We ain't found shit. I love that part of that movie. He like flips up his head and says, man, we ain't found shit. Best. I gotta go watch that now. I have to go watch Spaceballs now. I'm gonna get super zooted and go watch the Spaceballs. I love this water line. This water line right there. Absolutely perfect. 100 per perfect cent. Movie night watching Spaceballs. It's Spaceballs, Spaceballs. It's not the song to Spaceballs. Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here before I really just lose my mind. I gotta close my bucket. Put this shit over here. Close this up. Put this shit over here. Put this shit way over here for a second. Turn this off. Behind the scenes stuff you guys get to see. Oh, we didn't do a light party for this one. You guys want to see it in a light party? In a light party. Light party, light party. People say yes. Okay. If you're sensitive to light photo flashiness and stuff, turn your phone away for the next 15 seconds, starting in about 3, 2, 1. A light party! Look at this thing, you guys. Cutter's curse splash. Oh, I can just feel it. Oh my God. That is an amazing light party. So saith David Attenborough. Okay. The light party has now concluded. You guys can turn your phones back around if you're sensitive to light and stuff. Turn your phone back around. You're all set. So, amazing. This one turned out fantabulous. I absolutely love the tree. Only one thing I can think of when I do another one to maybe change it just a bit. Just one little thing I can think of, but man, fucking so cool. So cool. All right, you guys are amazing. I've got to go get some more stuffs from the stores and then post these photos. I'll go post them over to Facebook. Oh, I might as well just pull the clip tonight. Maybe if I can pull it tonight and see if I can get it up on YouTube for Mindy. Mindy, are you part of my YouTube membership program? Because that's where a lot of the videos that are from TikTok go into my membership on YouTube, where you have to pay like $7.99. At least I think it's $7.99. I can't remember. If you are, if you're not, you are. Okay, cool. Yeah. So all of the eventually, right? If I forget, please, like if there's been one that you've been wanting to get up on YouTube for a long time and I haven't put it up there because I'm lazy and stupid and dumb and I forget, please message me and bug me to do it. Like, hey, there's a person on Facebook who does it all the time. Like, can you put up that volcano one? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I got you. I'll put it up. 3 days goes by. I haven't put it up. She messaged me again like, hey, still waiting on that volcano tutorial. You gonna put that up? Yeah. Got it. Fuck. She finally annoyed me so much that I downloaded it and I watched the motherfucker load to YouTube that instant. And I sent her the link. And I was like, here, take it. So, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not bothered. Oh, a cave one you're waiting for, huh? That might be this one right here. This guy right here? The new cave? Or are we talking about a different cave? Are we talking about this cave? Because we've got this guy coming up. And this is like we're stepping up and out into the world. This will be like a little grassy hill. May do like a tree or two, maybe not, right? Might just do a little grassy hill down, and then I'm gonna do like bluish, grayish rocks with a bunch of greenery and stuff. It's gonna be really cool. Really cool, guys. We've got this one slated for probably Sunday, I would think. Is gonna be this cave guy, right? Let me show you what else I got real quick. That's real fast. Okay, so the one for Friday, for tomorrow, that I'm going to be doing for the YouTube and Facebook show is going to be this beautiful bastard right here. Oh, is that not just gorgeous? Fantastic. Right, and this one fabulous. So we're going to have like some clouds. We'll have our far off kind of grassy sort of something. It's got a waterfall that flows through. All these white trees will not be white trees. They'll be plaqued over, but I just need to set it out the way I had it. And then my little waterfall. I might end up taking the waterfall and falling it over everywhere, like it's just spilling out over the edge right here. But it's undecided as of yet. But this will be the Friday first show. That way I can have it for YouTube. I think it's going to be really cool. I think a lot of people are going to want to try something like this. And yeah, it's going to be really neat. Still trying to figure out how to prep. What? These ones? I can show you. You know, I mean, I can't show you, but when I do them, a lot of times I do them in Discord, right? I know you're in my Discord. You could literally pop in and watch me do it in Discord, right? We've got this guy. This one's Cosmics. This one will be available probably, if that first one doesn't sell tomorrow night, then I'll probably do this one second on Friday. At least I know I'll be able to sell one. I've got one that's a reflective one like this that we're going to do. So we got the moon and the mountains reflecting with the water. It's going to be very simple. It's just going to be focused on the mountains, maybe a little cloud here and there. But I want the reflection to be the main focus of that guy. And then we got this little beauty, the cave with the stairs that we haven't done yet. Like I said, probably slated for Saturday or Sunday. I do ship worldwide. I've shipped to Canada, Australia, Austria. We shipped to Germany in the past. We've shipped to the UK. We've shipped to Belgium. The Faroe Islands we've sent to. Oh, where else? Ireland, I think. We've sent to Ireland. It's all over the place. Send them worldwide, everywhere. Everywhere. So, as long as you can purchase it through my store, I print out the label right through there, and then it will ship it right to you. Watching from South Africa, that's wicked. I would love to send one out to South Africa. Like I said, we've gone to Australia. That's further than South Africa, at least from me. So we've got a few fancy little guys prepped for this weekend. I hope you guys have been saving your pennies in your penny machine. Penny machine? You asshole. It's called a piggy bank. A penny machine. I literally just said that. God. What's happening to me? What is happening to me? In my penny machine, everybody. What a freaking numpty I am. All right. Yeah, so this will be Cosmic's other beachy one to go with this little beachy one. I'm not sure that it'll be the same. Oh, we could put them side by side and have the... Look at that. If I line... How good am I, dude? If I line up the water level, the lights are on the same level across. That's freaking rad. It's freaking rad. So, I think we got, Friday. We'll do Friday 1, Friday 2, right? So, Friday show 1, Friday show 2 for Cosmic. And then we'll probably go Saturday on these two guys. And by that time, I will have gone to Michael's and gotten more canvases. I swear. I will have by that point. I also have this little guy kind of prepped out. Now, it's kind of hard to see. As you can see, I've got my roof and everything all set out where I want it to be. All I have to do is paint a bit of sky, fill in my whole building, do the thing, and add some water. It's going to be really cool. It's like an old flour mill with one of those watery wheels. You know what I mean? And as the water runs underneath, it drags the wheel up, creating power, right? So, very cool little thing. That's one that we've been kind of waiting on for a long time because I did a couple other of our water wheel houses and they didn't sell. So that kind of pushed me off of that guy going like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this one because it was not going anywhere. Now, if you wanted a bigger version of that water wheel painting, look at this guy, right? This is a massive canvas compared to the one that we're on now. Big old water wheel of a house, right? Little thing, except in our other painting, the house is the main focus. There's none of this around it. It's just our main house of a guy. These little pipes coming out. And it's all green and Halloweeny and shit. It's really cool. but nobody ever wanted this one either. So this one's number, what, 13? So we're almost 100 paintings ahead. 1366. Go over there, check out the store. If you don't know how to navigate my Paint with Josh store, by the way, there's 3 little lines in the top right-hand corner. You hit those lines and you pull down, just go to collections, and you'll see my originals, my prints, my posters, the puzzles, all the stuff that we have will be in those different sections like that, right? You just got to go do a little searching. Just a little soul searching for your favorite puzzle or whatever. So, I love you guys. I can't wait to come back. We'll do it again tomorrow, and it'll be all fantastic, man. So one difference living up here in Oregon versus Las Vegas. Just even inside, the amount of condensation around cups or cans especially. I'm not used to this. I'm from Las Vegas. What is all this excess water on the outside of my cup doing? I don't like it. So, in any case, I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have been fantastic as always. This one came out amazing. I just wouldn't do anything to it. I love it. So let's give it a kiss. Ooh, so close. So, until I see you guys again on the next one, be sure to come back tomorrow. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then again at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern. That's the Paint with Josh show times. I love you all. Make sure you check out PaintWithJosh.com. Go to DiamondArtClub.com if you want to get Diamond Art Club kits with Paint with Josh art. Check out PaintWithJosh.com for our new paintbrushes that are coming out in about 30 days from now. And until I see you guys again next time, take care. Have the rest of a good day, and bye.